For my final project for advanced exhibit design, I chose to do the Gregory backpack project. This space called for a 30 by 40 where designers were asked to incorporate wood, steel, or any reusable materials. When I was researching the Gregory brand, I knew that they'd be a fun company to represent at the show. Throughout my research, two main facets really stood out to me about their brand. Gregory prides themselves on the quality and selection of the product that they offer. They have created several levels of product geared to a whole spectrum of outdoor enthusiasts. Secondly is their love for storytelling. While looking through their website, it was very evident that the Gregory team has put an emphasis on creating product that enables their customers to create lasting memories, not only with their friends, but with their equipment as well. I knew that from these two findings, I wanted to focus on gearing my space toward representing their brand by showing off the importance of product and just how big of an impact it has had on people's lives. In this space, I will strive to engage attendees of the show and make them feel comfortable and cared for. With their time in the space, they will make connections with staffers and other attendees around them. After spending some time mingling with others inside the space, attendees will feel inspired by the others' stories and adventures. This space will engage people and inspire them to continue making stories and taking new journeys. This is an overview shot of the space as we walk through it. I have made this 30 by 40 space an island exhibit with an overarching double-deck structure. Because it is an island booth, there is no right or wrong way to enter the space. I have put two reception desks on either side so that when guests enter on whatever side they choose, there is someone to help them both ways. When I was looking at how Gregory represented themselves through their social media and website, I seen a lot of modern to the graphics, but I took a look at their imagery and seen a lot of unique stories behind each shot, which reminded me of Bohemian style, and how the idea behind the style is that each element has its own story, and when all elements are combined, there is this warm, cultured look to the space. Along with the idea of Bohemian style, I have layered my structures to create differing stories for all areas of the space. To coincide with the requirements, I have made my double deck structure out of an old shipping container and resurfaced the face of it to fit in with my overall look and feel. The creative brief asked for several different areas for seating, both private and semi-private. Larger clients would be invited up to the double deck structure where staff and guests could have a more private conversation. Underneath the deck would be a small sitting area that would be less private but serve as an area for guests to take a break or have conversation with staffers. Towards the center, under the deck structure, would be an interactive product station. Here, guests would be able to touch and try on backpacks. And the glass towers would house the new product that Gregory has been working on. Here, guests could walk around and have a 360 of the new packs. This nook is intended to keep it open, but also private enough to encourage guests and staffers to have private conversations. As you walk around to the back side, there would be another small semi-private sitting area for guests. On the back side of the large wall would be an interactive experience. This interactive station is a place for guests to share their journeys with their Gregory backpacks. There will be stickers of the different packs for guests to look through and find their model of backpack. They will then be able to take the sticker and stick it to the different areas of the world that they have been with their backpack. As a crowd gathers, guests and staffers will be able to conversate over the different journeys people have taken. Guests will be encouraged to take a picture with their sticker on the map and post it to their social media in order to be entered into a drawing for an all-inclusive paid trip for a week in Switzerland. On the social media, guests would be able to recap their journey, and it would serve as a large social media campaign for Gregory. To the right, you can see that there would be a small storage area for staffers to keep their personal belongings, along with extra inventory from the show. Here is one last look at how I incorporated the raw look of unfinished wood with the sharp, clean edges of the shipping container to create that raw but refined look. Also how I use the layering effect that has enabled me to tell multiple stories throughout my space. For other shows my space would be able to go to, I have created a 10 by 20 inline booth where I was able to carry over my overall look and feel by creating a tall structure and then adding in the wood structure to create a sense of depth. In the space, I was able to incorporate a small reception area and the interactive product station. Although this project was a quick turnaround, I had a lot of fun working with the materials and layering of my structures. Thank you for listening.